Okay, hope everybody had a nice holiday yesterday. Certainly good to spend some time with the family. Obviously recapping a little bit. Obviously great to get the win. I just wanted to thank the fans again. We won 4 in a row at home, and we got this next one, last one at home, and got to get this one, and certainly want to thank them for that. Um, Obviously the guys are excited about the win. Again, I gave those guys the day off yesterday and today, so they spent some time with their families. That's important for us to do that for the players, so they can get refreshed and get some good time with the families, and that's real important for us going forward with those guys. But real good positive start to the game. Like I said, first a fast start, get those 3 touchdowns, played some good defense in there to go up 21-0. But the main thing is that we want to do a good job of finishing the half out right. I think we did a good job on D and special teams finishing out those drives. We just got to do a better job of capitalizing on the 2 minutes, the 2 possessions we did have on offense. To get at least 3 and potentially more going into the half right there. In terms of the injury updates, I'll have more for you tomorrow on that. But Tevin is still in concussion protocol. But we'll see where that goes. Cole, his knee, we'll see where that goes in terms of his movement tomorrow. And that's all I have for you in terms of those injuries. But with that, I'll open it to questions.
With the 2-minute situation, when you went back and watched them offensively, what stuck out to you about those 2 possessions?
Yeah, what I said after the game, it just comes down to execution. Executing, the plays, getting positive yards. 2-minute drills on offense or defense is always about that, right? Starting with a positive play. If you get the 3rd down, you got to convert on those downs. And chunk plays are at a premium, or defending against a chunk play. That's how you score or get the ball into scoring range, and that's really what we need to do in those situations there at the end of the half. Now, at the end of the game, if you go back to the end of the game, we were trying to put the game away. Justin had that beautiful scramble, that only a few guys in the league can do, and big 39-yard gain or whatever it was, and then we ended up throwing the interception after that. And really, I'll stick to the comments that I had after the game on that one, is that the corner made a nice play. He sloughed off on the corner route and made a nice play. And it's unfortunate that we threw it there, but I thought we responded well on defense, and after that, and finished the game out the right way. Did what we needed to do to finish the game out the right way. So,
man, on that interception, what is the corner supposed to be doing? Did he just make like you said, a nice play and kind of was in a position that he normally?
Yeah. So what I saw on tape, it was straight man-to-man coverage, and they had a guy assigned. It was a 5-man rush. They had a guy assigned to Justin for scramble, and they were in man-to-man coverage across the board. So he took the guy to the flat, ran out of real estate, and sloughed off and turned what we call BTS, and ended up making a nice play on the ball.
Are you looking for the ball to go to DJ there in terms of that specific?
It's really either one. Whatever we feel that was the one to Herbert in the corner, right? Yeah, Herbert. Yep, that's the one.
So what are some of the things that really impressed you about the progress that the defense has made? Because it's really sort of stepped up.
Yeah, they've stepped up in a lot of ways, and most importantly, they're playing together. So the continuity that they have. Obviously, the run defense has been stout. At times. And we certainly need to have that done this week. We got a big challenge ahead of us for the run. This team is a really good run team. They know how to do it. And obviously, they got really good personnel that can do that. So we got to do a really good job this week. But the takeaways have been high. I know we didn't get any the other day, so we're going to have to pick that up here the next game. And then obviously the space tackling, the sacks have picked up. All those things have done that, but really it's just buying into the system, buying into our system. It's got a long history. It's been around this league for a long time, and the guys understand the core principles and the standards it takes to play the positions, and they're really doing a good job of rushing and cover and rush, really playing off each other that way, and understanding, where the spots are to make their plays in the defense. That's why you see guys that are comfortable. They're playing fast and they're playing physical, and it's fun to watch when it gets to that point.
Matt, with the downfield passing attack, you've been saying for a while you wanted to see more of that in the offense. Why you guys have you want that? Justin is talented at that. You have fast receivers. Why hasn't that been more a part of you guys' arsenal this season?
Well, I think we had a couple good ones, during the game, and I know one was a scramble, where he threw the ball down the field, and I thought that was a nice play by Justin, evading the rush there, working out of the pocket, and then finding Cole all the way down the field, and Cole made an awesome play, and and Cole played awesome, by the way, for when he was in there, man, he was gutting it out, blocking well, and obviously he's had a really good season. For him, but and again, that play that came behind, that hideout play, so to speak, that was a really good play. Also, it was a good chunk play. So we had some good shots in there. We just need to do a better job of keeping that going. And we took a shot to Valist on the one side there. I think the pass was just off a little bit on that one, but again, we got to continue to do that because I know how hard it is. Defensively speaking, of when you do that, you back guys off you a little bit, and it opens up the intermediate passing game.
But big picture this season, not just the Cardinals game, what has been in the way of you guys making that a regular part of your offense when it seems like you have pieces to do it with?
Yeah, I would just say we just got to keep getting after it. Just keep doing it, and keep taking our shots, and keep making those connections. And hopefully this next two games we will. We will make those connections with DJ, with the guys that go down the field. Mooney and different guys, and Cole's done a good job of that too. But just got to keep doing it.
And the short yardage situations, what is your kind of philosophy in terms of mixing up creative looks versus having something that might be predictable and a staple, but that you just rely on and go get?
Yeah. No doubt. We have to do a better job with short yardage. There's no question about that. And I think that we do you have to have a staple, something that you go to. It's usually the sneak or the wedge or the rugby, whatever you're calling that. The Philadelphia play. And we've done that a couple times. And but we need to be more effective at that. So we're looking to be more effective at that because you need something like that where you can always go to that. And then you need some stuff that hits the perimeter. Because teams will load up inside there on you, pack everybody inside and they leave themselves vulnerable on the outside. So I do think you need that. And we certainly have that in our arsenal too. But again, it just comes down to execution. It comes down to the guys, executing the push play better and also the perimeter plays better.
If you're in short yardage on offense, wouldn't it make sense to almost always, if not always, have the ball in Justin's hands because of how unpredictable he is, because of what a unique weapon he would be in that situation? I mean, if you think about it from a defensive coach's perspective, that would be a really difficult problem to deal with on, needing third or less.
Yeah. You want to put it in your guys' hands, right? So Justin Fields is one of those guys. DJ is one of those guys, but you have to have some multiplicity to it also. I think so. To your point, yes, I think that's right, but I also think you have to have some multiplicity to it.
Matt, to a man after the game Sunday, yourself included, everyone was very excited for Mercedes, obviously to get the reward of the touchdown. But
Yeah.
but it seems like for a guy that just got here, midway through the offseason, and he's become very magnetic for a lot of guys. I'm just curious from your perspective why he's had that effect on the locker room.
Yeah, just he gets respect when he walks right into the building because of the 18 years, in the NFL. I mean, that's hard to do as a player now, but and just the kind of man he is. I mean, he is a true leader. He helps younger guys. He's very wise when it comes to football and outside of football as well, and just has a way about him. And he has, obviously been one of our captains. He's one of our true leaders, on the football team, and that's why guys were so excited because they wanted to see him. We had that play in, and it didn't go as designed. Justin had a really good fake. He turned around and he's looking for, DJ on the shake route coming back, and then the next one is the block to the corner and a really good job of Justin. Like he was going to run, the defender came up and we threw it to him. But for him to get that play was exciting for everybody, and including me. So,
Matt, going back to the passing game, you guys ranked 27th in the NFL, but you've had some really nice moments. What's your satisfaction level at with the passing game this season and the growth it's shown?
well, I mean, if it's at 27, it's not where it needs to be, right? So we just gotta continue to work on that, and it's like to your point, get the downfield throws and get explosive throws. How you score in the NFL is to get explosive passes and explosive, runs, and that's what you need to do. And I thought we did a really good job getting those explosive runs on Sunday, you know, and Herbert did a heck of a job running the ball. I thought the line did a really good job of that. But to your point, you know, we got to get some of those explosive passes. Like I said, we had a few, but we need to get more of those.
Matt, the TV copy picked up a sequence where Justin didn't seem pleased with something maybe with Getsy was saying it was a 2nd and 6 late in the third quarter, about 2 minutes left. The 2nd and 6 play ends up being an incomplete pass to the right. Do you know exactly what was kind of going on in that sequence?
I think they were arguing about under center or pistol, but that might have been it. But the play works either way. It's the same play, but yeah.
When you guys came in and started to rebuild this thing, you guys, a lot of veterans were traded and left, but you kept Eddie and Jalen. Now that the defense is where it's at, how do you describe the value having both of those guys throughout this rebuild has been?
You talking about Eddie and Jaquan?
Eddie and Jalen.
Jalen, yeah, both have been great. True pros, have done everything we asked them to, have helped the younger guys, have both risen. You know, Eddie really had a really great year last year. He's having a solid, you know, consistent year this year. You know, Eddie had a really good year last year before he got hurt. You know, Jalen's really come on as of late, and I'm excited for those guys, both of those guys, where their future is going to be. You know, we don't know all that right now. You know, we certainly would love them to have them here, but those guys have really done a nice job, and they're both like so smart when it comes to football. They're high intelligent guys, and that certainly helps our young guys, our first and second year players, to be able to develop, you know, understanding the game of football, and those guys have been a big part of that.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.